Hello, my fellow griefers and trolls. Eric the Plague Doctor, 981YT here, or as I'm known on Twitch, Plague Doctor 98TTV. And Beekos, as you can see, we're in a private match, just me and Mikey. We got a very special conversation we would like to discuss with you guys today. But before we get into that, we're gonna wait for Mikey to start his stream up. Yes, sir!
Hello everyone, and I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by. Today is going to be one of the specialist videos. It's not one of like our kind of videos. Today we're going to be talking about two different streamers that we've encountered yesterday.
Yeah, She Carnage being the first one, and
AngryPug being the second one.
Also known by his username, Meg from DBD.
Yeah. So let's talk about She Carnage. She Carnage was basically in our game when basically both of us we were survivors with her, with basically AngryPug and his little teammates. So we
called Johnny.
So basically, I'm gonna call this person just Meg. That's what we're just gonna call. We're gonna call AngryPug. We're gonna call him Meg for this video. But anyway, She Carnage was one of our survivors, and she was also streaming at this time as well. Basically,
at some point we did end up playing as Klowns with her, though.
Yes, we did end up playing as Klowns with her. But let's talk about the first part we did first, was when we were survivors with her. So basically, we were survivors with her, and then all of a sudden, this Meg from DBD comes in after Plague told me that he was with her when I was not home at all.
Yeah, it was a few nights ago. I ran into Meg from DBD a few nights ago, and I thought it was funny because there's a parody by Samination, where Meg is constantly made fun of along with all the other survivors under the sun. And we don't hate the character Meg personally, nor do we hate AngryPug, but he was a bit of an ass. When we were clowns, we were wanting to hunt Meg down specifically and kill him.
But let me just talk about before our match with the survivor started. I just said was one thing. I said one thing, which was a quote from Family Guy. If you guys ever watched that, all I just said was "Shut up, Meg." And then they all went off and started calling me a bitch and saying that my mom is a whore. And then freaking Meg comes up and say, why do I have TV in my freaking name? Bro, I believe half of the people have TV. I can just put TV in my name because, some other person had TV in their name. And plus, it doesn't matter if I have TTV or TV in my name. Okay, not a lot of people would come into my stream anyways. I don't really care who comes into my stream or who follows me.
Really, the TTV shit is for us to advertise ourselves, not necessarily because
we want people to come into our stream. We're not trying to promote ourselves. We stream for fun.
Yeah, we stream for fun, and we just want to have fun and
talk to you guys as well.
Yes, absolutely. We love our fans.
Okay, now let's talk about what She Carnage did when we were basically clowns.
Yeah, so we wanted to kill Meg and just Meg for shits and giggles. We just wanted to cause a little chaos and have fun. We weren't meaning there was no ill feelings towards Meg from DBD themselves. There was no animosity there.
And no hatred to her.
Yeah, at all. There was no malice. We just wanted to, for shits and giggles, quote the parody. Maybe they'll quote it back. Who knows? one can never be sure of these things. And we went out of our way to specifically kill Meg for shits and giggles. And She Carnage muted us because we were having fun and yelling and screaming, and you know, I got my little hyena laugh that some people find annoying, but we were just having fun with it, and she muted us. She wouldn't help us kill Meg, which is fine. We didn't really give a shit either way.
Like we didn't know her. But she had this, like, annoying, high-pitched, girly voice.
But, like, it was so high-pitched, it didn't even sound like a real voice. It sounded like someone using, some kind of voice changer.
But apparently it was her real voice, apparently. But apparently she was basically friends with Meg.
Which she actually wasn't, but we did think at first that she was friends with Meg.
Yeah, but basically she wasn't in their party or nothing. She said like, oh, invite me to your party when you're done. And yeah, they didn't even invite her to their party. And then we go into like, yeah, we just wanted to kill Meg, and then Meg goes off on me, saying that points matter into this game. Points do not matter in this game. Like, oh my god, you're getting points. So the fuck what? You're getting points, okay? What's the points gonna do? What are points gonna do? I'm already like at the level 100 already, where I got every single thing. Like once you reach level 100, you unlock almost a bunch of cosmetics. For basically both sides, the clown and the survivor. Points don't matter anymore once you reach level 100.
Kinda like Friday the 13th, but in a different way.
Yeah.
Points only matter if you want to level up, and I mean, even though the max level I think is like, what did we find out it was? 1,000?
1,000.
Yeah, it was something like that, and
so basically, she goes off on me, calling me one of the weirdest like names ever. All she just do was repeating Goofy Ash repeatedly. She repeatedly said it.
What was really stupid about it was, okay, so you come up with an insult that a child, a fucking toddler, could think of because all it did was change one letter. And
it takes like two. Like all you got to change is the R to an F and take off the V, and then there you go. There's Goofy Ash TV. But apparently, I don't think he like thought it was gonna. He thought that it was gonna insult me, and he started saying like, "Oh, you want us to come to your stream and support you?" It's like, bro, I don't care if you come to my stream, and they were like. Being like, oh, you're probably not even streaming. I'm not streaming. It doesn't matter if I stream or not. Like, why does it even matter?
Our own time. Like, we don't really have a schedule.
Like, we don't like do scheduling like everybody else does. I mean, if you guys all stream on your own time, like, there you guys go. You guys stream on your own time. But if I'm not streaming, I don't need to like, you know, stream. I can stream whenever I want to stream. It's not my job. Okay, I have an actual job. Like, just because you stream almost every single day, and then all of a sudden, this one guy whispers to me when I was like, you know.
Yeah, I think it was like Johnny. I think it was Johnny. He was one
I think it was Johnny who did it. His name is like Vast Darkness. And this is what he said to me, and I'll read it off to you guys. What he said. He said, talking trash to AngryPug with your follower count and being a nobody, go figure. Being a nobody? Go figure. What were you trying to prove? You proved to us absolutely nothing.
And what's also funny is Meg was Like, we went into Meg's stream, and reading through the chat and just getting his overall demeanor, he goes into game lobbies with the intent of harassing and bullying people. That's literally what me and Michael do! See any of our Friday the 13th and Dead by Daylight videos.
Yeah, exactly. He goes into games and harasses people.
But he was acting as if he had the moral high ground, which is funny. I mean, I was describing this to my friend Volt last night, and he flat out called this motherfucker a narcissist.
I mean, seriously, like, what part of, like, insulting me, calling me Goofy Ash, is going to make me scream and yell at you? I was basically, this is what I was acting basically more of, like, a feminine and acting gay towards them, like, say, oh my gosh, my name is Goofy Ash, oh my god, you're so right. Yeah, acting like that towards him, and all he just does is scream into the mic, kept repeating himself. Like, basically, that's how a freaking, like, 5-year-old would argue with somebody.
Yeah,
that's how a 5-year-old would argue.
He was just yelling, Goofy Ash, you should change your name to Goofy Ash! In, like, this very hostile tone. Bruh!
Like, nobody is giving a fuck. Nobody's even, like, listening. I'm pretty sure, like, half of the freaking, like, lobby muted your ass. Like, basically,
yeah,
I would have, like, muted you.
He does have significantly more followers than me and Michael. And he
but we don't care about our follower count.
And, like 900 people were watching him, but, like, how does that make you better than us?
Just because I wasn't even talking about follower count at all. Like, you dumbass. I wasn't talking about, oh, I have freaking this many followers, how many do you have? Like, bitch, I did not know who the fuck you are. You have a fucking name as freaking, like, Meg from DVD. I'm going to freaking quote a parody, and all we just did after the match was when we killed Meg, all we just said was get your Meg ass out of here. Like, we weren't talking about you specifically. We were talking about a fucking parody. And he goes all
trying to insult him. Frankly, I was hoping he'd joke back. It would have been more fun. And we've gone into other games, even when we played Friday the 13th. We've gone into games and done that shit when people have fucking names, like the ones in Dead by Daylight. And they get the reference. They joke back, and we've actually made friends that way.
Yeah, like people were like when we freaking like said. Like, when I freaking, like, said something to somebody when I was basically playing Friday the 13th, I was playing as Kenny, and these two people made the South Park joke when I died. They were like, oh my god, he killed Kenny, you bastard! And believe me, people are funny.
We even had a friend, we used to have this friend we don't talk to anymore for whatever reason she ghosted us. But we had a friend who looked exactly like that one rich, pompous archaeologist chick from Dead by Daylight, the one that came out with the plague. I want to say her name was Jane or something.
Jane Romero, yes.
Yeah, we had a friend who looked exactly like her, and we brought up the fact that, like, okay, you look Jane kind of looks like you, and she's like, oh my god, you're right. She did not take it personally.
She didn't go like, oh my god, you guys are so something, you guys are bitches and all that. Yeah, she didn't go all off like that. She was actually like, you know, laughing with us about it. Like, she was actually having a good time, because she knew that me and him were just joking. We weren't actually being serious. Like, when we said to him, like, get your Meg ass out of here, we were quoting the parody, because Claudette does say, yeah, that's like, right, get your Meg ass out of here.
Meg and Claudette were basically fighting over the hatch, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they're fighting over the hatch, and
Meg gets upset after some back and forth with Claudette, and then she's like, oh my god, you're such a Claudette, and leaves. And then that's when Claudette says, that's right, get your Meg ass out of here.
And it was funny, too.
It was funny, and then
I thought like he was gonna like quote a like, I thought he was gonna like do a quote too, you know, like say like, you know, what the Meg, like, cause you know Meg says what the Meg every time something happens.
Yeah, like, it's all fun, like... If me and Michael wanted to insult this guy, we would have, and we were not trying to.
Yeah, we weren't even talking shit to him at all. You weren't insulting him, we weren't talking shit to him. You weren't talking shit to She Carnage. She Carnage just trying to butt into the conversation every single second she's got. Like, trying to be, quote-unquote, the attention seeker.
He definitely strikes me as one, like...
Because she was trying to, like, you know,
Cause,
butt
like,
into our conversation like if she was part of it.
And, she jumped on the bandwagon to hate on Michael. Like, once we were done as Klowns, I fucking left because I didn't want to deal with those assholes just being assholes. I just left and I thought Mikey was gonna leave too, but no, we played a match as Survivor. And she flat out sold Michael out and jumped on the hate Mikey bandwagon for whatever reason.
Like, I don't care if you, like, tell them where I am. Like, I don't care about, like, surviving or being killed. Like, how many times do you think I've been killed in video games and have not gave a shit? Or how many times have I gave a shit about a video game, but didn't,
This is not
like...
Call of Duty. We do not play competitively like we're sweaty tryhards.
And then freaking Meg tries to go off and saying, like, score matters into this game. Tell me this. Does score really matter into this game? Does score, like, actually fucking matter?
Yeah, I'm very curious. Like, how many y'all think score actually matters? Because, like, the only time it matters is if you want to level up and grind your way to get, like, to level 50, to get shorty, like me and Michael did. Holy shit, that was a nightmare. Or, like, get to level 100 so we can get all the shit.
Like, my grind was only to get to 100. That was all I wanted, was 100, and that was it.
Your score only matters if you're looking to level up.
Like, I looked at his level, and he's, like, almost the same level as I am. Like, are you freaking kidding me, my guy? I looked at his level, and I was like, you're the same level as fucking me. Are you stupid or something?
And he was still, even though they're like basically at the same level, he was still, again, acting like he's better than Michael, and be like he's hot shit. Like, dude, we've talked to our friends on Twitch. No one's heard of this guy.
Like, no one has heard of him. I asked everybody, do you know who AngryPug is? And they all told me, no, we don't know who that guy is. Like, you are not recognized to everybody on Twitch. You know, that tells me that nobody knows you.
He had like 4,010 followers, and this motherfucker was acting like he's fucking, I don't know, Markiplier or someone, or like PewDiePie?
Like, this man just thinks he was all that, but he's really not.
And I was like 16, 17. I was like somewhere in that range when I first heard of Markiplier and PewDiePie. Like, these were the biggest names on YouTube. I was on YouTube a lot,
in high school
and I'd never
knowing
heard
about
of them.
That's when I was in high school.
Just because you have a lot of followers does not mean people will hear, like everyone on the planet will know about you.
Exactly. Like, I don't have people that know about me. Like, I mean, yeah, I have 1K followers, but that's because I like you guys. I care about you guys. Thank you guys for following. Yeah, I love you guys for like following me. You know, being with me through like everything I've been through. You know, like when I had surgery, you guys basically sent me like all the love and you know all the support that you guys did. You know, wishing me luck on it and everything, and that's what I like to hear.
You know, I just realized that they made it to where the cotton candy guns can't destroy noisemakers anymore.
Right. but like, I wasn't even trying to like be like an enemy towards Meg, but I did not know who your name was. Your name was basically Meg from DVD. That's all I know that your name was.
Now, see, some people, like me and Mikey, will like put our stream names as our username so that people can find us, people can check out our channels and shit, like. But like this guy was acting like he was hot shit, and he's, Johnny and everybody were talking about AngryPug. Who the fuck is AngryPug? Like, this is why you put your stream name as your gamer tag, so that people know you're a streamer.
Like, if I would have known you were AngryPug, we wouldn't have gone through this whole, like, freaking, like, I don't know, like, 10-minute argument back and forth about follower count scores and freaking stream names and this and that and whatever.
This whole situation really is silly, but I don't know.
And
we wanted to address it.
And then obviously she Carnage, after she was like, I don't know if she was still streaming at the time or was done streaming at the time, but she proceeds to ban me from her stream. Like, do I give a fuck if you ban me from your stream? Like, I don't care if you ban me from your stream. I wasn't
Honestly,
following you or nothing.
We were joking that last night. We were joking. What if AngryPug, Meg from DBD, whatever the fuck we want to call this guy? We were joking that what if this is secretly our old enemy from Friday the 13th, Cool Christian. And Cool Christian was one of the first people we got banned from the game. They sent to the salt mines. And we were partially going into lobbies trying to trigger that response from people, but like they flat out credited me and Michael as having sent them to the salt mines. And anytime we've tried to message this person, they immediately acknowledge both of us as
even like yesterday. Like, I only joke around with people if I like know they're gonna have like a good personality. But with this guy, I did not even know that this was AngryPug. Like, I used to like, I don't know, I don't think I ever watched any of his streams, but yo, you're gonna like tell me like AngryPug, like, you don't just tell me somebody's name that I don't know and say, oh, you're gonna like talk trash to this guy. It's like, do I know who this guy is? Like, who the hell is this guy? Like, I don't know freaking who AngryPug was, so don't tell me like talking shit to somebody that I don't know. Like, if I knew that his name was AngryPug, I wouldn't be like going all off like that. Well, I didn't go all off. I didn't even go like all freaking like hostile on the man at all. So I was like, you know, they want to believe what they want to believe. And then you try to like, and then not only that, when before like the next match started, they were like, he was like saying like, oh, you got beaten by our team, you got beaten by our team. Do I give a fuck? You were the Pacific target. That's who we targeted, was you the entire time.
Yeah, they were mad. They went after Michael the entire game. I was not in the game, as already mentioned. I just didn't want to deal with their bullshit. But they went after Michael, and they were bragging about how they won when they had help from a survivor.
Like, the other clown, she didn't even do anything besides let us do everything. She was just like the backseat driver. Like, you guys gotta, you know, like, I've seen people who are like, you know, nice about things and, you know, joke around with us, but then you get like toxic people who don't give a shit. I was like, bro, this like brings us back. I just want to say this right now. That guy reminds us of our freaking Deceit 2 days.
Oh my god, yes. When we were playing Deceit 2, yeah. But like the thing is, we sort of triggered the anger, whereas in Deceit 2, you just breathe and people will be angry with you.
Like, bro, even if you don't even say anything, you get killed.
Oh, you're not saying anything, that means you're suspicious.
Exactly. It's like, bro, maybe some people don't want to talk because of the way you're acting. You have to certain way to people ain't gonna say shit. Like, I've been watching, like, our old videos about how everything has happened, and basically half our videos we don't even say shit and they think we're suspicious. Or, like, if you, like, have, like, what, like, a freaking, like, outfit that basically looks really, like a fancy, that no one else has, and they think, like, oh my god, it's this guy because he has a fancy cosmetic. It's like, bro, what does the cosmetic mean that you're the killer? Just because you like spent like what? Spent like freaking $5 on a goddamn cosmetic? Like, bro, it does not.
$5, bro.
It's just $5 for a goddamn cosmetic.
It's literally the same amount of money that it would take to buy a pizza from Little Caesars.
Like the amount, like that's like the kind of money that you would do to buy a freaking like iced coffee from McDonald's or freaking like a burger.
I know some places where it costs like $10, $20 to buy a burger.
Which I don't know what kind of place would do that one. But yeah. Yeah, AngryPug didn't ban me, but I want to like, you know, have your guys' thoughts about this. What do you like think you would have done if you were like that person and you had that kind of name and you ran into us and we said get your meg ass out of here? Would you just go off on us and just start like, you know, insulting us and calling us weird names, or would you like, you know the parody? If you guys haven't seen the parody, go to Sammy Nation and watch like some the DVD parodies. You guys will honestly love it. You guys will know.
The Friday the 13th parodies are good too.
Yeah, Friday the 13th parodies are good too to watch from Sammy Nation. Yeah. If you guys want to go back and watch those, go ahead. Like, you know, he does.
Yeah, and I mean, if we do, it's very unlikely, but if we do run into Meg again, let's just have a little sit down, a little chat. Meg, we do not hate you, but if you hate us over some stupid little bullshit, that is entirely your fault. No beef, no animosity, none of that. Mikey is having technical difficulties yet again. There it is, he left. His internet probably did a dum-dum again. Happens a lot, unfortunately. Remove. It's still saying he's in a match, that's funny. Do-do-do. Leave. Okay, well, Mikey, it looks like his internet did indeed do a dum-dum. Mikey, you alive? Internet again? Alright. Well, I think I've said my piece too, but just to reiterate, if we run into Meg in a public match again, we'll have a little chat. We won't start any beef. We want no beef. Shit of that nature. But I think we'll stream public and get off this topic here in a little bit. So, bye!